Line art has always been important in my art, as you can see. In fact, I even have my own line art brushes. So I thought, what would happen if I took that line art away? I've been of the opinion that I'd be more comfortable doing objects without lines, so I decided to start off with a sketch of my OC Fitz with him in a surfboard, sorry. He normally skateboards, so I decided to put him with a surfboard for the summer weather. Even though he could also skateboard, I just thought it'd be, I don't know how to describe it, funner to draw. I want to draw some summer theme stuff, so I used the reference on Pinterest. I also pulled up references from Pinterest for lineless art, and this is where I started. I used Procreate for the sketch because I feel more comfortable and I could really have a control of how clean my lines were, which is what I thought was very important when I watched a bunch of tutorials. After that, I moved into Clip Studio Paint to get started using this lasso tool fill I found on the Clip Studio Asset Library, and from here, I took off. I remembered to use my color palette that I have for my original character, so I didn't have to go searching again for the colors, and then I just lasso filled everything, and let me tell you about my experience. I think the hardest part about lineless art is the shapes. I struggled a lot with the shapes because I think I'm not used to using lasso tool in such a precise way. It's also thundering right now. I hate thunderstorms. I don't like the rain either, so I'm annoyed. But yeah, it was difficult also to figure out which parts I thought needed a little bit of line art and which parts I didn't. I knew the eyes needed line art. Eyes are always a really big thing for me, so I made sure to add that. And I looked at a lot of references, and it was mainly the face was lined. There's little details that are lined, but the overall, it's really just if somebody did silhouette and then painted on top of it. And I wanted to add sneakers because I thought that'd be interesting, an interesting part to it. And I didn't end up fitting that in the drawing. I just gave up. So next time, or I could just practice on my own and make sure to draw some sneakers using lineless art. I think this is a really fun practice, and I think if you don't like line art, you really don't have to use it. You can make beautiful art just like this, way better than what I did. I'm satisfied with my drawing, I have to say. I think it was really pretty, but I do prefer line art. I do really like it, so it's not something that I think I'll do forever, but it was a fun challenge, and I feel like it really will help me understand shapes better, and I think it's a good thing for practice or just general what's it called, the silhouette work and everything. I feel like it's kind of cool, so it was fun to do that. The hands, I think, were a little bit hard because the shape of hands that I normally do, I feel like they're not, it's always not that readable, and maybe I would have wanted to add more shading to make it, well, not readable, but more realistic, but I think that's okay because I'm not doing something realistic, and I feel like more, what's it called? When you're doing when you're doing more simplified art, I feel like there's not always this realistic element to it, is what I should say. So I feel like it's something I could get away with in this context, but it was something in the back of my mind that I was thinking about when I did this. So overall, it was a pretty okay experience. I didn't hate it. I think that I would do it again, but probably try to do something a little bit more complex. And another reason why I wanted to do this is because when it comes to drawing, again, objects or, how do I say, household items, things like that, I think that going lineless is a lot more convenient and it might be something that I'll think about. I'll learn how to incorporate more into my art from this point on because of this. I think that, you know, I'm gonna try to add it, but I just don't know. So we'll see how it works, since I've been trying to learn how to draw backgrounds. And now that I know that I can just add some lines somewhere and omit in other places, I think that was the best part of what I was doing. That is like my key. I think his face and his hands are the best part. And I don't have much to say today. I wasn't having the best week, but I still managed to make this video, and I'm a little bit later than I would like to be. And I hope you like it. I put him in a vintage swimsuit because I've been enjoying those, like vintage fashion lately. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye!